Hello. Hi. So we're going to start. So if everybody can take a seat or a place. Hello on the left and the food. Okay. Yeah, so if you need a break or you want to talk to somebody, it's maybe better to go to the terrace, so we're not disturbing the speakers. Welcome everybody to the IoT meetup. We are happy to see so many people here and to see we have a very interesting lineup of speakers today. We want to introduce ourselves first. So this is Mark Poes, co-organizer of the meetup. He is doing this in Barcelona and in Munich, and he also has a startup, the Things.io, which he will be talking about in a minute. I'm Yuri, also co-organizing the meetup. I'm working with Claro Partners in Barcelona. So if you want to talk with us, maybe after the talks, come to us and we can chat. Mark, first I'm going to say who's going to speak tonight. So first is Mark with the Things.io. Then it's going to be Bill Pearson of Intel, who will be talking about the Galileo. And the people who ask the first 5 questions will get a Galileo set. And there are also some entrance cards. As everybody saw, there are free beers, but you found those. Then it's going to be Aldo de Jong, the co-founder of Claro Partners. He will be talking about an IoT accelerator starting in Barcelona. Then we have Martin Verheim from HW Track. And our last speaker will be Michael O'Farrell, and he has a vision 20 years from now. There he is, which he will be sharing with us. So the speakers, you have 5 minutes, and then it's very short, so 5 minutes, then we will have a hard stop. And then there are 2 minutes to go over time, and then there are Q&A. So please try to keep that timing. Mark, it's you.
Thank you, Jay. So I want to show you an explainer video of what's the Things.io. Oops, sorry. That will work.
Internet of Things. Today, most of your gadgets can be easily controlled from the web or your mobile device. But what if you wanted to make them work together? Different brands, different apps, different formats, different commands? What a mess. Meet the Things.io, a social network to manage all your online gadgets from a single dashboard. Just add them and begin to enjoy the experience and the full potential of the Internet of Things. If you are a maker or developer, join our developer community and become part of the Things.io community. We make complex things easier. Welcome to the future. The Things.io, the social network of the Internet of Things.
Okay, so what problem do I have? So I have a lot of gadgets. I don't bring my Java app today, but I have a lot of Fitbit, WeThings, Nike, Plus, and so on gadgets. And each one of them has, I don't know if there is someone here from Misfit Wearables, but she's the data scientist from Misfit Wearables, and she brought 30-something gadgets connected to the internet, and she got a lot of, she didn't have a good experience managing with them. All of them send data in different times. They didn't bring the same data and the same quality. The battery was a disaster in all of them. So today, we have a lot of gadgets connected to the internet related with the fitness, for example, but the experience for people is not good. And on the other hand, to control all of these gadgets, you need to install a mobile application in your phone to control them. Each one with a different experience, with different charts, different kind of connection, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, so on. So what Mark Binev from Salesforce said, if I'm on Facebook, why my car is not my friend? So that's more or less our idea, our idea at the Things.io. So first, in the Things.io, we want to, like in the meetups we have today, we want to build up a community from grassroots where they can bring their knowledge, their project, their ideas here. And you can meet up here designers, hackers, makers, developers, and people like we are here together in the same place sharing our ideas about the Internet of Things. On the other hand, you can connect your gadgets that are connected to the internet, and it's like Facebook, where you have your friends, maybe you have your school friends, your colleagues, and so on, your family, all together. Maybe it's a light bulb on scale, they are different, but they are together in the same place, under the same experience, and you can interact with them and even reprogram them. And finally, we want to have the first app store of the Internet of Things. So if you are a developer, you will be able to build applications on the top of these gadgets. So what we want to do is to launch this next week at the Mobile World Congress. We are just finishing the last legal things to send the invite codes, but just join us in our mail list, and we will send probably the code next week after the Mobile World Congress. So I think it was fast. Thank you very much. Any question?
How does it work?
What do you mean? What does it help?
Great. How do you connect everything together?
Yeah, sure. In the beginning, what we want to do is to connect the gadgets from third-party companies through their API. So what we have is a glue code of all the APIs from all the companies. So Fitbit, WeThink, Jawbone, Misfit, Nike, all of them have APIs. So what we are doing is just have a platform that actually knows to talk with all of them, and we actually know all the data formats from them. That usually it's very painful to deal with all of these data formats from. So a step for Nike is different than a step for Fitbit, and we are dealing with that.
So you will start from web application?
Sure, yeah, it's a web platform at the moment, yeah.
Okay.
What about the SDK for the app developers? You said you wanted to bring on board. Is that, would I be able to have access to all the, I presume there are different functionalities available in different gadgets, right? So how do you handle that?
Yeah, that's we have a mini prototype right now, but yeah, in June we want to allow different problems that I have, and then you will be able to solve these problems, developing these applications on the top of the gadgets. So, of course, we have seen some. So I don't know. I can have a fitness program for myself that it works for me, but maybe you have another problem. You can build your own application that it works for you and sell it to third people. So the idea is not to solve a lot of problems, it's to give a platform to people to build their own applications also, and to install the apps that actually work for them. That's also the idea.
So is the idea to try to have drivers essentially to make the differences go away between the platforms that can provide a single SDK? Is it going to be open source so people can contribute to it, or proprietary?
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, at the moment it will not be open sourced. Questions? No? Cool. Just to clarify, so the speakers have 5 minutes plus 2 more minutes, and it's a limited question and answer, so don't worry about the time of the questions. So let's go to the next speaker.